Just watch the carbs that intake. Throw that processed food away. Yeah, yeah. Get low, get low.
Let me answer the questions, please.
Get low. On the carbs, on the carbs. Get high, get high, get high. Get high. Take the protein to the sky.
Hello. Welcome to Low Carb Queen. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Kim, and I am on a weight loss journey. I'm also on Mounjaro 12.5, and this is like week 57 or 58, somewhere along in there. I'm still working on my last video. It's long. I keep trying to shorten these videos and put them out more, but that's another topic. But yeah, so I'm down. According to my Fitness Pal, I'm down 89 pounds, which is phenomenal. I have been tracking my meals and weight on my Fitness Pal for over 400 days. And so, well, I've been tracking it longer than that from, a couple of years ago, but consistently over 400 days. So I'm excited about that. I did lose weight this past week. That's coming out in my next video. Trust me, if I would have hit the 200, you would have known by now. So I'm closer than ever. Hey, the Boss Way, how are you? So glad to have you in the building. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about, I was talking to someone. We were talking on the phone, and as we were talking, I was reminiscing about how long I have been in the YouTube streets. And she didn't realize how long I had been in the YouTube streets. I said, yeah, I've been in these YouTube streets for a while. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about that, a little bit about having endurance when it comes to being on YouTube, why people might be on YouTube, and just to give you some stats about YouTube, because it just depends really on why you're in it. So we're going to jump into all of that. Hey, Joshua, so glad to have you in the building. How are you? So it's good to see everybody, those of you who are out in the bushes, the garden, the weeds, all of that. Don't forget to thumbs up the live for me. And I appreciate y'all so much for watching. So let's talk about YouTube and the YouTube journey. I started my other channel, Pastor Kim's Corner. I started that channel 7 years ago, okay? So I have been on YouTube literally for 7 years, okay? So I started that channel, I guess, around 2019. And my daughters, I used to send out an email for scripture every day. I had developed a really good email list. And so my girls were like, you should get on YouTube. You should get on YouTube. And I was like, well, I use YouTube to, look up stuff. I felt like Google was if I wanted the information, and YouTube was if I wanted a visual. And I had even previously used YouTube for my classrooms. I made a couple of videos and stuff like that. So the more they explained it to me, then I started doing my scriptures on Pastor Kim's Corner. And then from there, I had started my weight loss journey. So I decided, because I got monetized really fast on Pastor Kim's Corner. I think it was like a year, maybe a year and a half. I was in growth streams, I was in groups who we, played each other's watch hours. You know, I just kind of followed along with the group that I was in, and did what they suggested. And I mean, in growth streams, um, you play my playlist, I'll play your playlist, all of that. And so I did all of that, and needless to say, I became monetized on Pastor Kim's Corner. But after the monetization, it's almost like you have to start all over again, to try to build people in your community to consistently watch your channel. Okay, because growth streams, although they do help you build your channel, they don't last. Statistically, they don't last because it's almost like you're doing a sub for sub, and at some point it becomes too much. It becomes like, how many people's channels are you going to watch or be loyal to because they watched your channel or subscribed to you? The list gets longer and longer and longer and longer. And so, if you are doing other things, if you work, whatever it is that you were doing prior to YouTube, if those things still exist, then it becomes difficult to begin to keep up with everybody that you're watching and who's watching you and who you've subscribed to and who they've subscribed to. That's why, for me personally, I never I'm always appreciative of whoever watches. Okay, because I know that it's not an obligation. Okay, I know that people have lives. I know that people are busy. I also appreciate when people make comments because that's going the extra mile. I never want anybody to feel obligated to watch my channel. You watch it because you want to watch it. You watch it because you like the content, or you watch it because you don't like the content. But for whatever reason you're watching, you just watch the channel, So that's how I feel, because I know how it is when, like I say, your list gets longer and longer and longer of people that you want to watch and be dedicated to, whether you meet them through a growth stream or whether you meet them through a community. However you meet them, at some point it's going to be difficult to watch everybody, period. Okay. And I don't want to break down those numbers, to say if you have 20 people that you want to be committed to, and you spend 10 minutes of your time per day on each of those people's videos, as you can see, that time is going to add up, or 2 or 3 times a week. It just becomes it becomes overwhelming. I see somebody sometimes in the chat and I'm like, oh, I got to get over there. I haven't been over there. Haven't been to see them. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I'm living life and I'm doing stuff. And let's not forget, if you're a content creator trying to maintain and create your own content. Let's see who's in here. JC is in the building. Hey, how are you? So glad to have you. Doses of Shawnee. So glad to have you. I know that's right. JC, listen, and you've been in the streets a short while, okay? It took me a long time. Like I say, I've been in the streets for 7 years, in YouTube for 7 years. Now, when I started my low carb channel, which was originally Keto Queen, I was separating my Pastor Kim's Corner content from my weight loss content. So that was my reason for starting a separate channel. Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult to watch everyone. I mean, it just is. Everybody is speaking. And so I had decided when I started Low Carb Queen, or keto, at that time it was Keto Queen, I had decided that I was going to let this channel grow organically. I wasn't going to push in live streams. I wasn't going to pressure myself to watch people's content just for the sake of them watching mine. I just said, listen, if I grow this channel organically, then whoever watches wants to watch. And my daughter, my youngest daughter, who got me started on all of this, she just kept saying, she just kept saying, Mom, you millennials, oh my gosh, if you put out good content, people will watch, period. And so, and she started her channel after I did, and was monetized in less than a year. She was monetized within less than a year and had 5,000 subscribers within a year. But she was putting out good content that people wanted. When I tell you I've been through these YouTube streets, okay, I have, on my other channel, like I said, Low Carb Queen, I let that grow organically. But I gotta answer this. On my other channel, I just did, I followed along and, did, because I didn't know. It was so much that I didn't know when I started Pastor Kim's Corner. And so I just followed along. I went to Google Ads. I promoted my channel, it's just a lot of stuff you could do. You could buy subscribers, you could buy views, you could do all of that. And so, I participated in that, but it did not sustain me for that channel. And so that's why I said for Low Carb Queen, I'll just let it grow organically, and the people who want to watch it will watch it. I didn't even go live. I started Low Carb Queen in 2020, believe it or not. And this is the top of 2026. I don't think I started going live until about 2024 or 2025. I didn't go live. I had no desire to go live. I didn't want to be live. I didn't want to be nervous. I didn't want to, say something wrong that I couldn't retract or edit. And so I understand. I have reached out to people to interview, and sometimes people are like, well, I'm nervous, and they'll say, when I feel better, and I will, I'll consider it. And I'm talking about recently. I'm not talking about in the past. I'm talking about I've reached out to people recently, and they've been like, I'm still nervous. And I get that. I get that completely, because I was the same way. Okay, let me see what's going on. Candy K, yes, honey, I can see you. I can see you. I've been so busy talking that I haven't looked in the chat. Okay. Super sticker from Grant. Oh my goodness. Look at there. Oh my goodness. I appreciate you so much, Grant. Oh my goodness. And Candy K is speaking. Yes. So so I get it, because I didn't want to go live. Like I said, I didn't go live until like the past year, maybe year and a half, because, if I really wanted to get the channel monetized, and as I got closer to monetization, it was like, you have to go live. You're going to have to go live. So I started very nervous. I started my lives on Saturday cooking. And, but again, this channel has been in existence. So that means this channel has been in existence for 5 years, a little over 5 years. And I didn't get monetized until about that fourth to fifth year going in. And, that's okay, because everybody doesn't get monetized on YouTube. I just started. I came out the gate and started. So let's look at some numbers. If I miss your comment, please forgive me in the live, because I've switched my screen over to look at some of my some of the stats that I asked chat for, okay? Because YouTube, listen, if it's a hobby, that's a wonderful thing, okay? Let's go back. Let me see. Okay, let me back up here. Here we go. Okay, so, oh my gosh. Okay, so there are about 114 million YouTube channels, period. Okay. Now, I don't know if that's globally. I'm thinking it's globally, but 114 active YouTube channels. Okay. And only about 3 million of those channels are monetized. So that's 2 to 3% of the channels that are on YouTube get monetized. So if you're monetized, you have done something phenomenal. Okay, whether it took you 4 years or whether it took you 6 months or 1 year, however long it's taken you, if you become monetized, that is a phenomenal thing. And YouTube recently started this partial monetization. That was something new. When I started, they didn't have shorts, they didn't have partial monetization. So these are new things, trying to compete with some of the other I guess social medias, like TikTok or whatever. But yeah, so only 2 to 3% of those channels reach monetization of the 114 million. So you need to pat yourself on the back if you have been monetized. Let me jump over here. Candy K, yes, has been a member for 5 months. Miss Toy. Hey, Miss Toy, how are you? This is a great topic. I must admit, sometimes I want to give up as being a creator. It seems like a lot of work with little money. Yeah, if we're in it for the money, oh, I can tell you for sure. Oh, congratulations on 10. Super Grant. Yes, congratulations. Thank you to my, oh, Grant is a new member. Thank you, Grant. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Kendi K has been a member for 5 months. Yes, you have, and I do appreciate you. The Boss Way also has been a member. Why isn't this clicking? Yes, the Boss Way has been a member for 5 months. I appreciate y'all so much. I do. I really and truly do. And now we have Grant as a new member. I thank you so much. Welcome to the Wellness Circle. We are trying to get well, mind, body, and soul. Yes, indeed. And my goal has been to provide something for 2026 once a month. So I do have some digital content coming out this month for my channel members. I appreciate y'all so much. And as soon as I can get my heat press going, I'm going to have some other stuff for y'all too. So yes, let's see. Oh yeah, Kendi K said, don't give up. Do not give up. So, again, don't give up. It just depends on, why you're doing it. I mean, you have great content, Miss Toy. I mean, everybody on here has good content, great content. You have good content. I mean, people will come to you if they want to know, what you're talking about. Like I said, it could be a good one to know or a bad one to know. But, and then some people are just going to be, loyal to you. But yeah, so if you've gotten your channel monetized, and I'm for helping people get monetized because people helped me. I just, and I'm going to say this, and I hope it doesn't come out the wrong way. I just don't like when people feel obligated. I don't want anybody to feel obligated. Like, well, if I don't watch her, she's not going to watch me. No. No, because I'm going to get around to all the people that I want to watch, period. I'm going to get around to all the people that I want to watch because I like their content, all the people that I want to watch because I feel like I'm loyal to them. I want to be loyal to them. And then I might get around to some people that, and I'm not talking about the GLP-1 community, so don't anybody get offended, but it might be some people like, like, oh God, what she got going on? Like Peach McIntyre. I might click and see what she got going on today. You know what I'm saying? So that, is that type of thing. And a lot of times, like I say, I watch YouTube a lot in the evening when I'm winding down before I go to bed, and a lot of times I'm watching from my TV and I have to get my phone, sync my phone to my TV to give that person a comment. So if you get a comment from me, in the wee hours of the night, you know that I have gone the extra mile to let you know that I'm watching you. Because sometimes I'm watching and I don't take the time to sync my TV to my phone. So just so I can leave you a comment. But in any event, let's keep going. So to just reach monetization places you in a small percentage. If you get to monetization, then don't give up by any means. Okay. All right. You have been above average. And it's okay to me, it's okay to ask for help. It's biblical. You have not because you're asking not. I'm a troubleshooter type person. If you say, look, I need you to run my playlist, then because I can run the playlist while I'm at work. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't know if you don't ask, period. All right, period. That's all you have to do is let me know, because like I said, I got a lot of things going on, including brain fog. So I'll be like, oh yeah, somebody said they needed some watch hours. And sometimes I run people's playlists and they don't even know it. Sometimes they will have been, in a live where they will have said, oh, I want to, I need more watch hours, yada, yada, yada. What? Oh my gosh. Doses of Shani. Yes, a member for 1 month. I appreciate you so, so much. Beautiful. I am colored. Yes, yes. Listen. Yes. I appreciate y'all so, so much. I'm excited. I am excited. Felicia Marie. Yes, has been a member for 5 months. I appreciate you so, so much. It's Darium is in the building. Good evening. I'm in the bushes. Well, thank you, GLP1 King. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Miss Toy. I feel the same way. I don't ever pressure anyone, to watch or comment. Thank you, beautiful. I am colored. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so, so much. I really do. And I love your content, by the way. I love all your content, for real. GLP1 community is a good place. It's a good place. It really is. I have had some horror stories in these YouTube streets that I will not share. I've met people, talked to people, not anybody in the GLP1 community. I remember I've been in these streets for 7 years. So I have met people, talked to people, had a meet and greet. I mean, it's been a lot going on in these streets. So, my place is always, if I've ever, said anything, it's always been a place of precaution, a place of concern, because, you see genuine people and you don't want them to be, I'm not going to say hurt, or you don't want them to be tainted or whatever, however the word that I'm trying to find by, but you don't see that. I'm gonna be honest. You don't see that in this GLP1 community. I have not seen it. This is it. That's why I say it's a good community and a good group. But it'd be a lot of shenanigans going on. Ain't that right, Auntie Mama? Auntie Mama is in the building. I see her on down the road. I'm coming to you. Let me just get this. I just figured out that I can watch a channel without being signed into my account, and that will count towards their hours. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, indeed. People are speaking to Darium. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Auntie Mama and I started together. Isn't that right, Auntie Mama? We're some of the OGs of YouTube, for real. And we have witnessed some shenanigans. Oh my God. We have witnessed and been, I'm not even gonna say victim, but been right in the midst of what? Like, I've never laid eyes on these people. So yeah. But anyway, I digress. Let me get back. Losing a Grace, how are you? Oh my gosh, as soon as I finish editing my video, I posted. I got you in my video. I'm trying to keep up with you, girl, with this protein. You like 183, 175. I'm like, good Lord. I'm trying. Share them, share them, share them for nosy people in the back. Girl, listen. I told y'all before I got kicked out of somebody's live. I got kicked out of somebody's live. I was real new to YouTube. Hey, Alonda is in the building. Felicia Marie, don't share those stories, Queen, because I will fight people for you. Alonda, how are you? So glad to have you in the building. Listen, much respect to you, Alonda. Much respect. Alonda's like, look, y'all, I got a life. I got kids. I got stuff to do. I'm putting out this video, and I'm going to see y'all when I see you. Much respect. Yes, yes, indeed. Oh, my gosh. Yes, watch hours are watch hours. I totally, totally agree. So again, if you have been monetized, and I feel like YouTube is being more lenient now because of the competition with the other social medias. Stella, how you at? How are you? So glad to have you in the building. Everybody is speaking. Everybody is speaking. Candy K says, 50 and fabulous. I'm too grown for fighting. They're too cute. Oh my gosh. I was watching your little, all her little, she puts the hearts up for February, and now she has the Irish stuff up. And she's, you said, look, I forgot. I heard you. I was watching your video. You said, no, I'm not Irish. But yeah, so let me get back to a little bit of stats. I see everybody in here. I appreciate y'all. Kenny Gay says, no promises. You have to recognize the real audience to grow your channels aren't YouTubers. You said it. The people who watch, a lot of people who watch your content that are not YouTubers, they're going to be super, super dedicated, Now, some of them may not even subscribe, but they will watch. Okay, whoever's coming in, just a heads up that I'm live. Okay, so the next thing is about 60% of new content creators stop posting within 6 months. Okay. And 70% quit within the first year. So if you've passed those two stats, you are above the curve. Now, sorry, I'm a retired high school math teacher. So when I first started doing some research about YouTube and learned that it grows exponentially, then I was like, okay, I'm in because, if you know about exponential growth, it's on that curve. Now, some people's curve might start earlier, some might start later, but it doesn't matter. Whenever it takes off, boom, it's going to go. It's going to go. Okay. It's like having, the two rabbits, and then they multiply. One of the first things, and I'm not going to teach here, but one of the first things I used to do with kids is like, okay, do you want to earn a penny and have it doubled every day for 31 days? Or do you just want to get $1 million at the end of the month? You work for 31 days and get $1 million at the end of the month. So the math tells us that, it starts out very, very slow, but, they'll have way, way more than $1 million. All right, I digress. So, like I said, 60% drop off within 6 months and 70% quit within the first year. So the real competition is not talent. The real competition with YouTube is endurance, okay? There's no standard timeline for monetization. Some content creators are monetized in a week. Some may take years, and many never reach monetization at all, okay? They never reach the 4,000 watch hours and or the 1,000 subscribers. So again, kudos to you if you've done that. Let me jump over here into the chat. Doses of Shani is speaking. Okay, let's see. JC says YouTube is weird about comments, so keeping them short. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Candy K. Auntie Mama is inspired. Yes, I heard you say that about the coffee station decor. Yes, she did. I heard it. She gave you a shout out, Auntie Mama. Miss Nikki is in the building. Hi, how are you? So glad to have you in the building. I'm just chit chatting a little bit about whether or not you have the endurance of being on YouTube for a long period of time with no monetization, little monetization. Because, listen, I'll admit, YouTube had me fooled. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get on, I'm going to get monetized, I'm going to make this money. You know what I mean? And then once you get monetized and you see you're making, a couple of coins per video, you know, a couple of coins per video, period, point blank. And then you have to ask yourself, okay, because I know I did it with Google AdSense. Okay, I'm going to pay $20 to boost my content, to get more views in the hopes that I get $100 at the end of the month. So I've paid out 20, 25, 30, to get the difference, $60, $70 for that month. You have to ask yourself, and like I said, I did that with the Pastor Kim's Corner, trying to get it to grow. But again, people drop off. If you're watching there, I have some people that the only time they will watch my channel, and I'm talking about OGs, the only time they'll watch my channel is if I pop in and watch theirs, and then they'll do what we learned how to do. They'll come back and watch mine. you know. Kendi K says, I've definitely witnessed that. Start a channel and disappear, rise rapidly, hit the wall, bottom drops out because there is not foundation. That one is actually easy to spot. Wow. Wow. Okay. Losing the Gray says, let me see. Can we talk about why the subscription rate is so low? Like hit subscribe, gee, it costs nothing. That's cheaper. Yes, it is. It costs nothing. But this is the thing about YouTube. Subscribers matter, but not as much as views. Okay. You can have people who have less subscribers, but more views. Okay. So you want subscribers, but what you want are views, period and point blank. Okay. Because YouTube says statistically, and I hope I say this right, those of you in the chat, if you know, I stand to be corrected, but statistically, you should be getting if you're getting 5%, let's just say 1 to 10%, but it's not as high as 10. If you're getting 1 to 10% views based on the amount of subscribers that you have, then you're doing good. So in other words, if you have 1,000 subscribers, if you're getting, let's say, between 50 and 100 views per 1,000 subscribers, then that's supposed to be good. That's supposed to be a good ratio. And so we know that doesn't always happen. We know sometimes people get more and sometimes people get less. Okay. So if somebody has 25,000 subscribers, they should be getting somewhere between what? 10% of that is 2,500. They should be getting 2,500 views, or let's say 1250 to 2,500. I know I'm talking numbers. I know. Okay. So you have to look at the views that are connected to the subscribers. Okay. Because a lot of times I know people who have 12,000 subscribers, but their views are 40, 30, less than 100. That means that they sought out subscribers. That's what it means to me. Now, whether they sought them out, whether they boosted their channel and got them, whether they did sub for sub, or whether people just genuinely subscribed to their channel and never watched again, that ratio is off. Because if you have 10,000 subscribers, you should be getting between at least 3, 4, 500 views. If if you have dedicated subscribers. But if you just have people who did sub for sub or whatever the case may be, and you only get 50 views, then those subscribers mean nothing. And losing the grace, you get way more subscribers, okay? I mean, way more views. Your subscriber view ratio is high, very high. And so that's a good thing. That's a great thing. All right, let me get in here to the chat. Teddy D, the Teddy D, so glad to have you in the building. Hi, how are you? Great to have you. People are speaking. Kendi K says, I think you're in a better situation when you aren't depending on the YouTube checks. Girl, say that. There is a segment who have bet it all on that. I haven't seen those big checks yet. Yeah, absolutely. And you and I have talked. I can say for sure, like when I said Auntie Mama and I started out, it was a bunch of us that were, what we call OGs. Carter's Eats, she's popped in every now and then. She probably has about 25,000 subscribers. Chef Pam. Oh, thank you. Downsizing Diva. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Excuse me. Chef Pam, she started out with us. And she went viral. And she left us in the dust. She got a viral video, and she took off. And she is cooking at Pam's place. I think she used to be Chef Pam or Cooking at Pam's Place. Wonderful soul. Wonderful soul. She now has 4 channels. And think about this. I think her her most popular channel, and she did a smart thing. Her most popular channel, let me check over here real quick. I think she has at least 1,000 subscribers. I mean, not 1,000, 1,000,000. Let me see. Cooking at Pam's Place. Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna share this with y'all. Yeah. Let's see. So this person right here, hold on, let me share my screen real quick. Give me a second, guys. So this person here, she started with us 7 years ago, cooking at Pam's Place. She used to call herself Chef Pam. We'd be in lives. She went live every, certain time. And then she did this video. She did this viral short. And it was during like a big hurricane. And it was, if she said, for the future, if you want to know if your food is bad in the freezer, fill a cup of water, half full, let it freeze, put a quarter in it, let it freeze, and then fill it with the rest water and then let it freeze again, something like that. And then she was like, so when you come back home from the hurricane, if the quarter has hit the bottom, then your food is not good, even if the electric has been back on and it's frozen again. In any event, that went viral and Pam took off, okay? Very nice person, very nice. And so she has 1.3 million subscribers. Brilliant lady, because she then started another channel. Okay. She started another channel called Pam's POV. So check this out. If 10%, which is on the high end, if 10% of this 1.3 million people followed her to her next channel, she would automatically be monetized and get 100,000 subscribers right off the bat, which is exactly what happened. Pam's point of view, POV, she probably has about 100,000 subscribers. Let me see. She also started the Scaredy Cat Garden, Hold on a second. I'm gonna get to the chat. And Auntie Mama can attest to this because we used to be in the live. We used to be in her live for sure. Oh my God, look at this. Pam on Pam's POV, she has 369,000 subscribers. My girl is running 4 channels, okay? This one has, so that means 35% of the people, at least, let's just say 30% of the people who are on her main channel followed her. They followed her to Pam's POV. And so that's another hit. And so she's making some serious coins. And I'm happy. I am happy, so happy for her. Really and truly. I still watch her content. I still I leave a comment every now and then because I know if she doesn't have anybody helping her run it, she probably has so many comments that she'll never get, she can't get to everybody. Let's see. I'm hobby level revenue. Your hobby level revenue and learning. Oh my gosh. Ah, JC said, Kitty K, my checks buy chicken feed. Oh my gosh. Listen, it's the truth. I'm not gonna fluff it, puff it, none of that. Okay. I'm glad that I have a second channel monetized because the good thing about YouTube is they combine that together. Before Low Carb Queen, my Pastor Kim's Corner, I was getting a check about every 3 months. It took me about 3 months to acquire $100 because you don't get a check unless you make $100. So now that both channels are monetized, then I'm able to get more income, get my little $100, and I'm grateful for that. I'm definitely grateful for that. But still, they're not going to give you that check. Yes, yes, yes. Auntie Mama said thresholds are hard to get to sometimes. Kim J. Kim J is in the building. Hey. Alonda. Yes. Let's see what you're saying. When my daughter was doing Saturday morning wrestling meets, I could catch your Saturday streams. Well, thank you. Thank you. Yes, listen. Like I said, I appreciate everybody watching. Reset with Anissa is in the building. My Philly queen, how are you? Yes, I started in July, and hopefully I can get 1K subscribers by the end of June. Yes, I'll have the watch hours in a few weeks. Congratulations. Come on, we're going to push. We're going to push you, okay? I heard that. I'm going to run your playlist, and we're going to push 1,000 subscribers by the end of June and watch hours in a few weeks. Yes, we can see you, Grant. I see you now. Yes, indeed. Yes, I don't have any idea what's going on with YouTube. Let's see. Kendi K says subs, in my opinion, only matter until you get to 1K. Then it's watch hours and retention until you get to 50K and 500K. Again, it's not just subs because again, my daughter who I fuss at all the time, she's literally unlisted her content. What you don't want to do is well, I can't tell anybody what to do, but some people delete their content. That's fine. If they want to revamp their channel, but you can unlist it and revamp your channel and still get credit for the views and the watch hours if you unlist it as opposed to deleting it. That's the only difference. And it's going to take the algorithm a minute to recognize, if you're doing something different. And so she was doing wig reviews, and she was getting a decent check, $200-$300 with 5,000 subscribers. And not only that, she was getting people sending her stuff, wigs, all kinds of stuff that people were sending her. What do you call those? What do you call hot irons and stuff like that? I'm old. I can't remember what they call curling irons, but they would send her different stuff and want her to, they would sponsor her to do that kind of stuff. So then she's decided, I don't want to keep doing wigs. I want to vlog. I want to do something different. And when she tried to do something different, her views dropped, and I was telling her, just wait, wait. But anyway, Yeah, so she's in that stat that dropped. Okay. So it just depends because you can earn money and it's not just through the YouTube coins. Of course, we know you can get sponsorships and stuff like that. But like Kendi was saying, some people, try to make YouTube a livelihood, and that might take a minute for some people. Subs really matter to me right now. Okay, yeah, subs are going to matter if you're not monetized. Absolutely, they're going to absolutely matter. Nissa says, makes sense, Kendi K. I have retention and hours are starting to come, but converting subscribers is so hard. Yes, converting subscribers is hard. Let's see. Something is weird, Grant, on your vertical or horizontal. I had to come over to horizontal to be seen. Okay, yeah. I don't know what's going on with the vertical and horizontal. I haven't even tried to jump into that. I have so many irons in the fire and so many things going on YouTube, off YouTube. So I'm just like, I think I'm at my limit of what's on my plate. Kim J says, yes, Kendi K, need both subs and watch hours. At least, yes, you do. At least until you get monetized. And for me, when I did shorts, we know shorts, if you're not monetized, it doesn't matter because shorts don't give money anyway. But shorts bring in subscribers. So if you need subscribers, then you need to do about 3 shorts 2-3 times a week. Am I saying that right? Like 3 shorts a day, 2-3 times a week. I'm not going to say you do it every day, but 2-3 shorts a day, 2 or 3 times a week. So if you do 3 shorts Monday, 3 shorts Wednesday, and 3 shorts Friday, you will see your subscriber count go up because that's a different audience. Shorts are a different audience. And I think with this vertical horizontal, they're trying to, bring it close together. But shorts are for scrollers, people who just scrolling up. They're not, to me, my humble opinion, they are not sustainable. People who watch shorts. Now you might get some who come over if the content is something that they want to watch. All right, let me see. Let me get back to my notes. Let's see. Kendi K says, Kim, we are too old and tired for all them numbers this evening. Whatever. The sun has already gone. Oh, I'm way up in the chat. I just see Downsizing Diva. Yeah. Tuber Chat canceled his live 10 minutes in. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I don't know anything about that. Kim J. Kendi says to Kim J, I did a whole shop talk episode 80 yesterday. Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah, Kim J, I saw your recent video about the menopause and stuff like that. Let's see. Hey, Queen, just stopping by to say hello. I love to support teachers, former and current. Thank you. Subscribers do not mean very much anymore. It's the views and average watch time. Yes, and thank you. Thank you so much for your gift. I appreciate you so, so much. Losing the Grace says, absolutely agree that genuinely interested subscriber base is what will get you views, which is what matters. But I'm in awe of how people will watch your playlist but not subscribe. Absolutely. Because I mean, to me, for some people, especially for, they'll it's like for some people, it's like a TV, it's like watching TV. It's like watching, they don't want to feel committed. If I subscribe, I have to be committed. Now, if somebody can't find you, they're looking for you and they can't find you, then that will make them subscribe. Like, I need to be able to find this person if I want to watch them again. People are speaking. Kim J says, after being fully monetized, it may not matter. Yeah, it matters. That's why I say once you get monetized, then it's almost like starting all over again. You gotta get on that grind once again. All right, Kendi says, now I did see that once I hit 2K, YouTube started giving me more impressions. So I'm picking up lots more subs like daily and weekly. Kind of like that surge you see in the subscribers between 500 to 750. Yes, they will do a surge and they will also do a purge. They will do a surge and a purge for real. Yes, yes, yes. Didi says the views matter and how long folks, yes, how long, that retention, how long they watch. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. I think I'm kind of caught up. Let's see. I think everyone is agreeing. Yes. Pam, is Pam in the building? Did I miss her? She said, geez, Louise, let's go, Pam. Pam, if I missed you, I'm so sorry. This chat is jumping, okay? Losing It Gray says, oh, thank you, Downsizing Diva. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Losing It Gray said, I enjoyed your interview with Lori today, but was annoyed there was some noise in the back. Sound like a woman was on a phone call. Okay, so somebody must have interviewed. Yes, Pam. Yeah, Pam is doing good. I've been seeing her more. Oh, Chef Pam. Oh yeah, Chef Pam. Yeah, thebomb.com. Absolutely, and I'm happy for her. I'm absolutely happy for her. Okay, Kidney says I can say that I've met the threshold easily each month since monetization. Now you have to be in the core crew for the receipts. Listen, it's all coins. It's all coins. Okay, let's see. So we've got, listen, we got Felicia Marie, we've got Reset with Anissa. Grant is saying that he needs subs, and who else? Who else? Oh, Darium said hello to all of those that I missed. Let's see. Darium says, I'm so godly proud of everyone growing, flourishing, and making their voices and point of view heard. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. And it's important because you put in the work. This YouTube is a lot of work. Beautiful I'm Code said, just making it home from work. So apologies if I missed the greeting. Oh, listen, we know. We know that you are here. Send me your rich uncle's brother or retired generals. Yes, yes. Yes, proud of Darium as well with the messy middle. Absolutely. Okay, let me see. Kim J says, yes, Grace. Thanks, friend. I was annoyed filming. I was hoping she would say something to her. I almost did. Okay, so Kim J, you were videoing somebody. Okay, Miss Sunny. Hi, how are you? Thank you for being in the building. I'm trying to hang in there. And yes, the shorts get views, but I barely get views with my regular videos. It takes the algorithm some time to know where to categorize you. Not you personally, because I'm going to have to go look at your channel, Miss Sunny. But I'm saying in terms of content, in terms of niche, in terms of vlogger, it takes the algorithm some time to decide where to put a person. And if a person does want to vlog, like they're just going to be a lifestyle channel, I'm going to do this today and this tomorrow and this the next day, then, vloggers probably have the most committed and loyal viewers. Vloggers probably do because people are showing up for them. They're not just showing up for the weight loss or for whatever the case may be. They're showing up for them. I have some people that I watch that I want to see what's going on with them. I watch Meech and Monica. I don't know if that's a couple. People love couples channel. I watch Javlogs. She was one of my first YouTubers that I was watching, and I want to see what's going on. I mean, her kids have literally grown up on YouTube. So there are some, YouTubers that I watch, like I say, who are vloggers, just to see what's going on in their life. They may take a little bit more time to build, but because if mukbangers, their channels grow. Anybody who cooks and does mukbangs, eats in front of the screen, those channels will get views. They will get views, period. Let's see. NYK from the GOP One Girl Code said that Shorts killed one of her channels. I don't know what she meant by that. What does that mean, Shorts? I mean, when I started Pastor Kim's Corner, That was my goal, to make sure that everybody got the word in 2 to 3 minutes, and then when shorts came, I made it even shorter, until I came to the realization, and I wasn't really on there to earn money, but and I, like I said, I went through growth streams to get monetized, but I came to the realization that those shorts were, I mean, I was getting 28,000 views a month, but that was in shorts. Okay. That's like $6. You know what I mean? So that was no money. And I was trying to back up off of shorts, and one of my viewers said, "You better leave those shorts alone." So that's when the ministry side of me came along, like, okay, Jesus left the 99 for one. I got to keep trying to do my shorts, but I just didn't do them every single day, because I was doing a short every single day. Get that word in, get the word of God in. All right, let me jump over here. Let me check the comments one more time. Let's see. Let's see. Kendi K says, for real, you have 5K subs is literally the same as me having 2K and someone else having 350 subs. We are all in the same little boat, trying to stay in the boat. Yeah, it just depends. It depends. Let's see. I became a member solely based on your comment about obligation in your opening remarks. The minute YouTube begins to feel like a real job, I am out. Right now, I am having fun. Woo! Kudos to you, beautiful. I am colored. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I don't want people to feel obligated. No, because I know people have lives. And I mean, I don't have cable. I watch YouTube on a regular basis, like I said. So I'm going to get around to everybody. If it didn't take me so long to edit, oh my gosh, I have been editing this video that I'm trying to put out. Supposed to go out on Mondays. I have been editing this video, seems like forever. It just takes me too long. I have got to do better. I put myself on a schedule and everything. I'm just so meticulous, and I don't even know what else to call it. Like, I will take out, if I'm breathing too much while I'm talking, I'll edit. So I got to do better. I have to do better. If you've seen Edna, and she pops in sometime, Edna's World, I think her name is Edna Bug. She does not edit not one thing. You get what you get. And she's very successful with that. Very successful. And her viewer to subscriber ratio is extremely high. She doesn't have, she has a lot of subscribers, don't get me wrong, but she may not have as many as somebody else, as other people, but her viewers are loyal, very loyal. And she has a traveling channel, so she goes on a lot of cruises. Keeping Up with the Griffins, they have grown phenomenally. Let's see what's going on. Yes, enjoyed the HRT. Yes, yes, indeed. I didn't see the Lori interview. Let's see. Beautiful, I'm colored, says yes. And of course, I do enjoy your content. Thank you. Thank you so much. Listen, I've been growing over the years, and then listening, like I say, to my youngest daughter, who's my critique. She's my critic, okay? She critiques me. She's my critic. She's like, Mom, stop teaching. Just talk. Kendi K, Sweet Kim J says, I started looking at it early and something came up. I will definitely finish it. I was so excited. Oh my gosh. Let's see what's going on. How far up am I? Did I miss anybody, y'all? Let's see. I'm way up in the chat. Hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to see. Okay, here's where I left off. Some people, like I was before I started chatting, didn't know how to subscribe or comment. I didn't start commenting until 2 years of the pandemic. Okay. Let's see. I was committed, Kim J, through the phone call. All right. I gotta go back and see what's going on with Kim J, and the interview you had. If I missed anybody, please forgive me. Queen, let's see. Kim, I need 206 subs and about 96 watch hours. You are there. Yes, you are there. Now, see, on the real, I'm just going to keep it real with you. On the real, you need 200 and you do what you want. Like I said, you absolutely do what you want. But this is YouTube is so smart, y'all. YouTube is squeezing out every middleman possible because there are third-party apps that you can purchase subs, views, comments. There are third-party apps out there that you can do that. But YouTube, which they've always had Google AdSense, they're doing the same thing that Facebook does. You can boost your channel. You can pay $20 or $30 or $50 or whatever you want to pay, and you can boost your channel to get it out there, which will possibly get you more subs. Okay, I'm not suggesting that you do that. I'm just saying how YouTube is beating out the middleman. Like I said, first channel, grow streams, AdSense, all of that. Second channel, organically. I have not paid for one sub, one view, one watch hour. No, because I wanted it to grow. But they also have, because they have because other people have the affiliate programs, coupon codes, and yada, yada, yada. Now YouTube has started. I mean, it's just brilliant. They have started now with the products. You can add whatever products you want. Ideally, it would be something that you're talking about in your video or using or cooking with. You can add those products and you will get a commission. So now you don't have to wait for Amazon, somebody to click your Amazon code and set it up on your Amazon store. And Amazon was pretty strict. Like, if you don't get me 3 sales in a year, we're kicking you out. You will no longer be a part of the Amazon affiliate program. We need 3, as if they don't have enough money. We need 3 clicks and 3 sales a year from you. And we're going to give you 2% commission. Okay. But you got to do some work. I can't make anybody buy anything. But guess what, baby? YouTube is like, okay, whatever product you want, put the product in there. It's in your description. If you haven't seen it, if you don't know about it, I don't know if it's, available to everybody that's monetized or not. It probably is. I don't know, but yeah. So you can, if you see a button that says product in your description, or if you go to earn and you see a product, something about product being available, then you can click it, join it, and get started. And all you have to do, like I said, is search for whatever products are in your video, and you will get a commission, period and point blank. Regardless of what the commission is, you don't have to wait for the coupon code or do any extra work. I just think that's great because if you click on it, you click on it. Because a lot of times I'll see somebody with something and I don't think to take a picture of it or, oh, yeah, I want to get that. Or, yeah, I want to see what that is or something like that. And if they've gotten that product there, then I can go right to it. I can click on that link. So I think that's a good thing. And all the grocery hauls I do, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Let me see what's going on. Yes, Kim J. Yes, I love. And do you know, I have been following them since they had about 3,000 subscribers. They're doing so well. People love couples, though. People love couple channels. Yes, indeed. And my heart goes out to her. And then she was smart. Girlfriend was smart. Listen, I love smart people. Okay. She started her own channel. Meech wasn't too happy about it at first, but she started her own channel and she gleaned some of those people from that couple's channel. She gleaned some of those people. So she probably got They probably got about 30,000 now. I know they're pushing for 50, and she probably has about 20. She probably got 20,000 by herself, and that's good. But people love couple channels, and that's why I say, like, the couples channel, people were coming for her. Kim J, how long have you been watching her? Because people were coming for her. People were being mean to her. Listen, Meech was about to tell people off. He was like, what you're not going to do is come for my wife. I'm going to block you. He was getting upset, okay? But they was just hating. They was just hating. Hating because she loved that man. She just ought to. Okay, I digress. Yeah, yep. They were coming for her. Let's see, top categories include gaming, high viewer return rate, tutorials, how-to guides, yes, high search, yes, absolutely. Educational content, yep. Tech, finance reviews, and vlogs that build personal connections, yes. You have to take that time to build those personal connections. But that's why I try to, like, in my videos, I done skipped somebody. Let me go back. In my videos, I try, if I have other content, I just try to include it. I don't always want to do a separate video if I'm vlogging or going somewhere. I will try to still include some weight loss or GLP-1 content in that because I know that's what most people come for. And that's another good thing to have chapters, because if they come for one thing and it's not there, they're going to be mad at you. But if they come and it's not there and you possibly have chapters, then they can go find it, which makes them stay on your video longer. And every chapter title is a title, okay? I'm going to say that again. Every chapter title is a title. So you might have something in your video, like I had heat press. Now, I don't usually do chapters if it's less than 20 minutes. You know, I figure you can watch a 15, 16-minute video. If it's more than 20 minutes, I'm going to do chapters. But if it was about, what I ate in a day and the heat press, then I'm going to make a chapter title about how to use a heat press, or I got a new heat press or whatever, because if anybody is searching for heat press, they're going to come across my channel, even though it's a GLP-1 channel. They're going to come across it if for no other reason than to watch that particular portion of the video. All right, so you can check that out. You can fact check that for me. All right, let's see. Darian says that's really interesting. Yeah. Gamers kill it. Gamers, yeah. Let's see. I'm still at the stage where if I lose a sub, I'm devastated. Listen, I used to be in growth streams where you gain 20 subs, 25, and then within 2 days you lose about 15. Okay? Some people unsubscribed, and then others, it was a purge. That's why I said YouTube will do a surge and they'll also do a purge. Queen, let's see. From GLP-1 Journey and interview. Oh, she interviewed me. Got you. Okay, I'm going to have to check it out. I'm definitely going to have to check it out. Oh, glad to know you're doing better. I didn't know that you were sick. Yes, yes, yes. I love Meech and Monica too. Let's see. I'm skipping some of these, y'all, trying to get through this chat. It's all part of growth. Setbacks or setups for wins. I know that's right. And you just can't just just be in it just for the coins, because you're gonna be disappointed. Twan reminded me to lighten up my editing. Yeah. She said that to Grace too. I was in a live one time. She said it to Grace. Yeah, my editing is it's ridiculous. It's absolutely, and this is the bad part. Reset with a distance. This is the bad part. I will have 40 minutes of a video, and when I edit it, it's down to about 10. That is disgraceful, okay? It's bad, but I got to do better. I stopped overthinking it and am able to get out more content. Yes, your community is definitely growing, Kendi K. Definitely. Definitely growing. Let's see. Kim J says some people can get away without editing. Some have to. Yeah. All right, Auntie Mama, I'm so glad you were here. You know I appreciate you so, so much. Auntie Mama, she don't even, you don't even, if you're still here, she goes live. That's all she does is lives. Very rarely. She'll do some shorts, but very rarely will you see a video from Auntie Mama. Mostly all she does is lives. And that's okay. That's, some people do that. Monjaro Journey with Pam. Hey, so glad to have you in the building. So glad to have you in the building. Glad you're here. You were, aren't you? You a teacher too? Good Lord. Woo. What y'all have? A parent teacher conference night? Oh my God, that's a lonely night. Parent teacher. It's more, not for elementary, but for middle school and definitely for high school. That's a lonely night. I'm in Christmas attire too, by the way. Our principal, I think I told y'all that, is leaving. Friday is her last day. And so they did everything this week for, things that she loves. She loves Hawaii. So we dressed up in they gave us the little things around your neck. I forgot what they call them. Then Tuesday was pajama day. No, Kim did not wear pajamas to work. No. And of course, you had a couple little girls with bonnets. Mm-mm. Today was Christmas in February, and I was decked. Okay, decked the halls. I was decked at Christmas. I had a what you call on my head. Where's that? Anyway, I was decked out for Christmas, and I had my JC Christmas earrings on. Yes, I did. And then tomorrow is she loves what is it? Disney. I don't have any Disney, and I'm not buying any. Friday is her last day. Not buying any Disney attire. Kendi K says, I'm super excited. I'm Zeppy bound. Well, as soon as my meds arrive. Oh, yes. She is joining the Zep bound family. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to get your reaction. I cannot wait. Darian is saying, welcome to Pam. Good night to Auntie Mama. Indeed, indeed. I didn't even realize how I had so much watch hours last year. Yeah, that's the thing. They will fall off. And that's what happened to me as well. But they fall off month by month. And that's also why I had so many shorts. I'm still up relisting my shorts because I unlisted my shorts to force people to watch my content so that I could get monetized. I unlisted them in September and I was monetized by, I think, November. Yeah, I think I was, yeah. So it took about 2.5 months after I unlisted them. But it was, like I said, I was forcing people, if you're going to watch the content, you're going to have to watch the video so that I could get my watch hours because I was losing watch hours. But it's not as bad as you think, because if in the beginning of your channel, you didn't have a lot of views. So say, this is February. Say if you started February of last year and you had 10 watch hours for that month, then that's what you will lose. But February of this year, you might have 200 watch hours. So you only lose, you only have 190. So it depends on how many watch hours you had in the month that you're losing. And you can always go to your analytics and check that. Okay, let's see. We'll watch your playlist tomorrow, Kim J. Yes, indeed. Somebody's congratulating. Beautiful Colors congratulating. Kendi K. Yes, it's going to be on the Setbound journey. And people always want to know. I had somebody call me. They're on the compound, trizepatide. And yeah, I'm going to have to see if I can get an interview with her. Because she was saying that she hasn't really lost anything. her and her husband. So I was just like, oh my goodness. But yeah, let me see. I'm racing through this chat. Grace, we need to apply a bit of logic. Let the algorithm do the heavy lifts, and then let's grow. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you'll see, you know, you'll have like I say, different people, it's the consistency, and people within this community will take off. I will take off. Okay. I've been here 5 years. I just ought to take off. All right. I'm 89 pounds down. I just take off for real. Okay. And but the real question is, how long do you anticipate being in the YouTube streets? Whether you take off or not. Let's say you don't take off. Will you continue to post year after year after year? Could you be on here for 5 years at $100 or less a month, $200 a month, $225 a month? Is that enough income for you to keep pushing out content on a regular basis? Because you have to be consistent and you have to keep your content out there and relative. You need about what is it? I can't remember how many watch hours you need a month to hold on to like $100 a month, but it's definitely in the tens of thousands. Okay, at the very minimum 10,000 to, I think, and I'm guessing. Grace, check it for me, please. That's my fact checker now. How 10 to 30,000 watch hours? Does that sound ridiculous? Is that too much? Views, not watch hours, but views. How many views do you need a month to hold on to a $100 check? Okay, let's see. Okay, so she said she saw something and didn't know how to do it. Yeah, I'm so far up in the chat. Let's see. I don't know what they had that push to pay. I don't know. I'm too far up. Hey, Jerlene, how are you? So glad to have you in the building. Okay, the boss way, you said you started an Amazon store yesterday. Good, 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 good. That's wonderful. Yeah, listen, I had the little Amazon store, the Amazon affiliate program. It's just so much. It's a lot of work. It's a lot to do. And let's not talk about what you've invested in. Like if you're paying for Suno, if you're paying for anything else. I was paying for Epidemic Sounds, and I'm about to drop them because I love Suno. I don't even need them anymore. Although I do like some of their songs, but I'm definitely putting out more than I'm getting back. So, but I'm banking on getting a return eventually. You said I only made about $5 to $10 max. Listen, it's all coins. And I think that's one of the most disappointing things when people get monetized and they're so excited about the monetization. And then they're like, what? What? This video made $2.72? Are you kidding me? It becomes very disappointing. Cookie, how are you? So glad to have you in the building. Don't forget to type get low, all one word, lowercase, if you want to share your channel. Lucy the Gray says crunch. Yeah, but everybody's a small YouTuber. Let's see. With fewer than 10K, the YouTube affiliate program is by invitation only. It's not automatic. I did a deep dive on it. Okay. Okay. Well, listen, guys, check and see. Check and see if you have that product key in your description, that product button in your description. People are saying thank you. Everybody is speaking. I had to turn off auto tagging of products because it was pushing the higher price products instead of the ones I tagged. You didn't like that? Yeah. Yeah, you don't you can tag whatever you want in your video, and you don't have to tag what you paid for. You can, like she said, you can tag the higher price one, you know. And the good news is it will push your content out more if you have products tagged. It's going to push it out. What we fail to realize, this is what we fail to realize. YouTube is about the viewer. It is always and forever about the viewer. It is not about the content creator. That the YouTube wants to make sure that your content is good enough to get ads, is not abusive, derogatory, is not, under false pretense, like, when we say we're not doctors and stuff like that. But you could watch some people's content who never get ads. They never get ads because it's like nobody's going to watch this, and the content, nobody wants to put an ad to this content, so just because a person is monetized doesn't always mean that they're going to get ads, because their content might not be what the ad community wants to display. And it's all, I could watch 5 different videos on 5 different channels and get the exact same ad, because YouTube is about influencing the viewer. And we fail to realize that. It is always about the viewer, because they want to influence the viewer to watch that ad, click on it, and of course, ultimately purchase something. I mean, that's just the power of influence, and that's how powerful it is. And I'm gonna say it again. We fail to recognize that it is about the viewer, and so that's why, if your content is flourishing, you're going to get certain types of ads. I'm old school. We call them commercials back in the day. Now they call them ads. You're going to get certain types of ads. Okay. But again, it's going to be, the data is built on the viewer. Especially if it's a consistent viewer, they're going to, that algorithm is automatically going in to see who that viewer is, what that viewer watches, all of that, to put that ad, that viewer's age, all of that. All right, let me see. Losing the grace. Jolene, you support everyone so selflessly. That kind of heart is rare. We see you and appreciate you so much. Yes, we do, Jolene. Absolutely. Yes, we do. You requested a sample for a mattress. Listen, I'm not mad at you. I am not. Listen, I know that's right. I know that's right. I requested a couple things too. Trust and believe. So I am not mad. I am not mad at you at all. That's right. Go get him, the boss way. Go get it. The Bible say you have not because you ask not. All right, let's see. I love smart women. We can run the world. Our house clothes on. Oh my gosh. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Kim J says, right, I started watching them, I think, in 2025. I'm subbed to both channels, love them both. Everyday people. Meech is so chill, but yes, he will get them all the way straight about. Yes, he will. Yes, don't play. Don't play with Monica. Don't do it. Had me playing my favorite game, Doses of Shawnee. I feel like Grant. I lost a subscriber the other day. I was hurt. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Sometimes people, subscribe and unsubscribe. And then sometimes, like I say, YouTube will do a purge. I haven't had a chance to watch the interview. Yeah, me too. I will watch it too. I'm so thankful that you are doing better, Harjarine. Yes, I didn't know that you weren't feeling well. I'm glad you are too. I don't understand why people unsubscribe. Well, like I said, sometimes it's YouTube. Sometimes if that's why, again, old school, we used to say, watch a video for at least 30 seconds to a minute. Don't just go over to somebody's channel and subscribe. Because if you go over and subscribe and you never watch a video, then 9 times out of 10, that's going to be purged. So it might not be the person unsubscribing, Then again, it might, I don't know, but it might be YouTube saying, okay, somebody just came over and subscribed but didn't watch any content. And so, that could be an algorithmic purge. I don't know. But that's what we used to say back in the day, because like I said, you could go through growth streams and gain 25 subscribers and then in a couple days lose half of them because people were just subscribing, you know. And listen, I've been in all kinds of growth channels. I've been in growth channels where the people didn't speak English. Okay, they didn't speak English. Okay, hundreds of people in there, and they will subscribe to you, especially if you give a super chat. Listen, back in the day, you get into one of those international growth streams, and you put in a $10 super chat or whatever, you'll get a bunch of subscribers. You sure will. Now, how many of them will stick? And how many of them will watch your content? I can't say, but you sure will. You get a bunch. Especially, I used to be in those in the wee hours of the night, those when the time was different, those international ones. Yeah. Listen. Putting out coins, trying to get coins. Okay, let's see. Yes, exactly, the boss way. They might not be. YouTube might be purging. Wait a minute. I see reset with Anissa. I see y'all reset with Anissa says, I realize that going live is too much anxiety for me. I believe that because when I saw you, when I just watched your first live, you reminded me of so much of myself. You were like ready to get off. Okay, y'all. People kept putting, I was one of them, kept putting stuff in the chat. You're like, okay, gotta go. I felt your pain. I did. Joseph Shiny said hi to Cooking Kim J. Oh, okay. You've been in and out. Yeah, listen, I get it. I get it. Let's see. Pam says, I did hear that if you are supporting and subscribing to do that from a video instead of from their homepage, to do it from a video. Yeah, absolutely. That's yes. You said you don't participate in the pajama day either. Yeah, I'm not wearing pajamas and in-house shoes to work. No, not doing it. I love Christmas, so it was nothing for me to dress up like Christmas, looking totally crazy when I went into Walgreens. I had to go pick up a prescription, and this man, him and his wife were sitting there waiting for something, and he nudged his wife, and she was laughing so hard because I had on the hat, the Crocs, everything. Okay, she was trying not to laugh, and I looked over at them, and then she just closed her eyes, and so I was like, I'm not crazy. I said, my school is crazy. We're having Christmas in February for my principal. I had to go down the rabbit hole of explanation, but they were cracking up. Oh my God. Oh yeah, I'm way up in the chat. A parent-teacher conference is a very lonely time. I have 60 students. Yeah, and 6 parents. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But let a complaint come through. They'll show up in a heartbeat. Okay, you're in Cali. Oh, that's right. So the time is different. I got you. Yeah, because I was like, wow. Yeah, we had a parent come in to watch her kid the other day. This boy is, I don't even like to call kids bad, but he is, oh my gosh. I mean, just, and the teacher is no help. She is absolutely no help. So his mother comes to watch him. Now, normally he's rolling on the floor when they have to get on the carpet and crisscross applesauce. He's getting up, he's walking around. Water bottles are supposed to be on the side. He's got his water bottle everywhere. He's talking. His mom was up there. He sat in his seat the entire time. I wanted to pop that little boy so bad. Oh my gosh. And the teacher patronizes him. He's raising his hand like he's an A student, and she's calling on him. while the mother is sitting there. I'm like, you know what? I don't know which one. You get a boop over here and a boop over here. Both of y'all need to be bopped in the head. That's how I felt. Like, lady, what are you doing? You know this boy. Every time I come in her room, she's like, oh my God, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. So-and-so did this. So-and-so did that. I'm like, yeah, because you don't have any classroom management, honey. I love you as a person, but your classroom management sucks. If the minute you don't keep a rule, I know I'm digressing, but the minute you don't hold to your rules, the kids have you. They have you. Hands down. If you say raise your hand, I cannot talk to you. It's 30 people in the room. You must raise your hand. And the minute somebody calls out, you answer them, it's over. And the kids are so smart. I'm in the back of the room. She's in the front. And I say, raise your hand. And she's like, that's right. You have to raise your hand. And as soon as she says that, 2 seconds later, a boy yells out. She answers him. And what do that little boy do? He turned around in the back and look at me. Like, gotcha. So I'm like, look, it's not my classroom. There's nothing I can do because you don't follow your own rules. But yeah, I digress. The little boy was off the chain. Off the chain. His mom came up there. Please, give me a break. Okay, here we go. Losing It Grace says, Anissa, that's right. 100% love y'all, but going live feels like volunteering for a panic attack. Yeah, listen, I was in the same boat. Trust me. Did not like to go live at all. Congratulations to Kendi K. Doses of Shani. Alonda says, headed out. Need to tackle dinner. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. You always in my head with your with your videos. I feel like, why is she always thinking what I'm thinking? I appreciate you so, so much. Let's see. Cookie says, Kendi K, yay. I think you're going to love Zep. At least I pray you do. It's done wonders. Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. See you in the YouTube streets. Okay, let's see. Reset. Exactly, Grace. I also did not know how to deal with trolls. Oh, which is hilarious because I have been a teacher. Yeah. I mean, trolls, right. I mean, I was a high school teacher, so trolls, I'm like, whatever. Some people get so upset. I don't let trolls in. You have to be subscribed, so that kind of keeps trolls out. And you get more trolls on the YouTube side than you do on the StreamYard side for some reason. But yeah, I don't want to be bothered with them. But it's like you said, when you've taught, in education, you've been called everything but a child of God, as they say. Okay? Wait, tell us how that works to unjust. Oh, okay. Unlist them and republish. So if you have a video and you've received views and watch hours for that video, if you unlist that video as opposed to delete it or make it private, then you will still receive the views and the watch hours. They won't show in your total, but it's still there. But if you delete it, then you're going to lose the watch hours that you have. Yeah, so like the live that I did last week, that was a heavy live. That was a heavy live. I think Jolene, or I think it was you, Jolene, that said you cut that live too soon. I knew I was going to unlist that live. I waited the 24 hours for my watch hours and my views to clear. And then I unlisted it. I think I waited, but it was a heavy live, and it was one of my YouTube people that I hadn't seen in a while. One of the OGs came in, and she was sharing a lot of stuff, and I just didn't want people to go and search for her. Not to say that anybody would, but you know how your numbers increase after the live is over. I just didn't want her personal life to be out there like that. Okay, so I unlisted. It was a lot going on in that live. And so I just unlisted it. If you weren't there, you missed it. So, and it can be like that sometimes. And I would have, unlisted it either way. All right, guys, let's see. Yeah, you had 2,500 watch hours, but not enough subs. Yeah. Yeah. You got to keep, and you've been putting out a lot of videos, Pam. So that's good that, letting the algorithm know who you are. Thanks for the well wishes. It's been so frustrating. Wish I had just started in November. Yeah, I get that. That's the one thing I said. I wish I would have started sooner. Those is a shiny says to Kim J. I put your live on replay last night after getting home. I fell asleep because I was so tired. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. 89 pounds. Now that's not all with Mounjaro. Some without Mounjaro and some with Mounjaro, but a total of 89 pounds. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get it all together. I got so many videos that I need to put out. My year journey was in January. I'm still working on that video. Okay, my battery is low, so I'm gonna get one out of here. Okay. She said, what the what? 10,000 a month. No, I was wrong. Not watch hours, views. I think it's views. 10,000. But I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check it and see. Okay, here it is. Losing it, Grace. To make $100 a month, from YouTube, you typically need between 10,000 and 100,000 views per month, which generally equates to roughly 1,000 to 5,000 plus hours of watch time monthly, depending on the niche. There it is. There it is. The fact checker. Yes, indeed. Yeah. So a minimum of 10,000. So if you go into your analytics and you see, for the 28 days, a minimum of 10,000 views to get that threshold of $100. Now that, of course, that depends on, we're not even gonna count shorts. I'm not counting shorts, but that depends on how many videos you've put out in that month. Of course, how long they are, how many views you got, the retention rate, all of that is, is adding into how much you're going to get paid. And we're not even going to talk about the RPM and the CPM. We're not even going to talk about that, okay? Because again, that depends on the type of content. That's for another time, or go check out. I think Kendi K did something on RPM and CPM. All right, let's see. Let's see. If you're calculating to get $100 a month, then check your mindset. You're looking too low. We're just trying to get the baseline figure, Kendi K. Baseline figure. Listen, we're all gonna blow up, okay? We're all gonna glow up, as Miss Toy says. The glow up crew. I'm part of the glow up crew, Miss Toy. So we're all gonna glow up, okay? We're gonna glow up. Let's see. Let me run to the studio to see what I'm doing. Let's see what I'm doing. Yes. Yes. Okay, let me see what's going on. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all so much. Yes, Harjarine, thank you so much for my songs. Harjarine does a phenomenal job on the songs. Phenomenal. Oh, hey, Keto Granny, how are you? Here in the bushes. So glad to have you in the building, Keto Granny. Yes, indeed. Yes. I was looking at your last video. I'm like, Dose of Shani, I was over here falling asleep trying to watch videos. I'm about to drop down to free. What? To free what? Looking at my analytics, I can get monetized if I want to, but I do not have that many views or hours in a month. Yeah, like I said, on my other channel, it would take me through. I was getting about $30 a month, and you're not going to get a check from YouTube until you reach that $100 threshold. So it would take me about, 3 months to get $100. I'd be like, oh, I got to check this month. Oh, my God. But thank God for the 2 channels then that money will be combined. You only get one one Google account, and so I guess however many channels you have will be combined together with that. So let's see, and this that's that money, honey. Yes. Turn that thing into one and tell YouTube to loose my money. Yes, indeed. I just don't want anybody to be under, which I'm sure y'all are not, under false pretense. It can happen. We just know it's exponential. Just stay on that curve. Once you hit that curve, it's going up. It's going up. Yes, indeed. Same with the TikTok shop. Some people proclaim to make more money on Facebook and TikTok easier and quicker than YouTube. I don't know. But wait now, $2 to $6 per video times my 350 videos and my 400 lives will be getting me somewhere. 350 videos per month. Remember, I was watching Carter Z, who said she did 100 videos in a month, 100 videos in a month. Now, how many watch hours she got out of that, I don't know. But yeah, she said 300 videos of 400 lives. Girl, it's a real thing out here in these YouTube streets. A real thing. Yeah, absolutely. The ads follow the viewer. Follows the viewer. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. The boss way says she has her house coat on. Call me when that mattress comes. I know that's right. I know that's right. JC says it's best to watch a couple of things. Comment, like, subscribe on the video you watch. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, not the channel. I have seen that happen. I went to a growth channel and got 10, but the next day 8 were gone. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Follow the yellow brick road. Oh my gosh. I know that's right. Listen, we all out here. Listen, this is said my PJs are not elementary school friendly. I just don't want people taking, people take pictures of you any day and any time. And people have the audacity, and like I said, I'm old school. Don't play with me, I was in the wig shop, and for those of you who wear wigs, you can try on up to 3 wigs in the wig store. This lady was not what I called her. I called her a female cow. Yes, I did. She has her phone out, and I already know the deal. And I got the wig cap on. I told her, I said, I know you're not videotaping me. With my most serious voice, okay? Not Pastor Kim. I said, I know you're not videotaping me. She put that phone away. You hear me? Like, what? Like, you're not about to put me on social media trying on a wig. Like, what is wrong with people? So, yes, I digress. I got to get off of here. Yeah, when we talk about PJs not being elementary friendly, yeah, I don't want people taking pictures of me without my knowing it. How about that? All right, I'm out. Our conferences are the last week in March. Kendi K says, now, once I start on my Zep out, I cannot say that y'all won't catch me in PJs in the street. Listen here. Oh, you thought she was a nurse. Oh, that little boy, I sure do. Listen, I need to cast a couple out, okay? Break the generational curses, all of that. I came in with a box of candy today. Can I get a piece of candy? No, you cannot. Why? Why would you? If I do my work, can I say, yes, you can. And then he came and sat at my table. and completed his work. He got a lollipop and commenced to rolling on the floor again. I was like, I can't. But these kids have they have a lot of issues. They have a lot of things going on. He has confided in me and shared some things with me. And his behavior, I call it learned behavior. you know. Okay, let's see. Strutting your stuff. Okay, here we go. You prefer, okay, yes. You prefer to go live because, wait, I go live because I prefer to, other than, you mean you prefer to go live rather than to edit? Yeah, I get that. But I do like to edit. I could do that. I love to edit. I like to be in control of what's being seen. Yeah, it's a lot of people who are YouTubers that don't do lives. You know, I have so much anxiety about going live and still don't like going live. Yeah, I'm more comfortable with it now, but she said you better get ready. Trolls are nothing. It's other content creators are a problem. She said it's other content creators. JC, how other content creators a problem? Oh, Kendi is agreeing. Oh, okay, never mind. I don't know. Oh, the vertical, yeah, the vertical lives. When I go vertical, when I would walk, I would get trolls. Yeah. Okay, got you. Trolls on the vertical side. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. No, go live, Grace. You want to be natural. You'll be a natural. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's a lot of big YouTubers who don't go live. But you do what you want. You know, some people just put out content. Thanks for the well wishes. I figure that the Lord has set me up for success, placing each of you in my circle. Aww. All right, let's see. I'm trying to wrap it up. Grace, if your content gets what you need, I agree. No need to do lives if you're because you put out. I mean, you put out good content and you get a lot of views. Now, people after a while might want to, get to know you or talk to you live or something like that. But like I said, like Javal, the one of the big ones that I was talking about, Javlogs. I don't know if y'all watch her, but yeah, she's probably got about 500,000 subscribers or somewhere close. She doesn't go live that much. She just puts out her content. I did a few lives, Kendi K. I was planning on half an hour. Yeah. Excuse me, 30 to 60 minutes. Yeah. Let's see. You get pretty amazing watch hours for a 30-minute live. Okay. Yeah. That's WH watch hours. Yeah. Lives used to be the thing because everybody that comes in, that increases that watch hour time. Let me see. Somebody is texting me. Okay, let's see. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Let me see. Low carb queen T. Be quick to cut. We'd be like, but we weren't ready to go yet, Auntie. I know. You will stay with everybody as long as they need to stay, and that's wonderful. Look, listen, this is a long live for me. I'm almost at 2 hours. What? Are you kidding me? Uh, uh, uh. I'm almost at 2 hours. Come on. Listen, that's the preacher in me. How long? Listen, if you've been in church for hours all those years, you want to just be done. Get in, get out. Uh, uh, um, the RPM and the CPM, you got to go into your analytics to look at that. I did a video on that a while ago. Kendi K might have one as well. but I forgot what it means, rate per something, but it's not minute. Anissa, yes, you don't have to do lives. It's totally up to the individual. I love encouraging Grace to go live because she said she was thinking about maybe one day doing it. Okay. Pe- a Peach watcher, Peach is to go. But you know what? Listen, Peach is smart. Y'all don't give her enough credit. Y'all want drama? She give you drama. Okay, bringing in that 10 to 15K a month, giving y'all what y'all want. Okay. I don't watch her that much. Like I said, I just go like every now and then, what is she doing or whatever. But I really think she's a smart person the few times that I watch her because she's giving the people what they want. Listen, if you're good at them, do it for sure, Kim J. You're a natural. Absolutely. Absolutely, Kim J. You are. You're in your house coat ministry. I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. No, no, you're not. What we're not going to do. Oh my gosh, did I get another member? Did I miss? Oh my gosh, Jolene. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so, so much. Thank you for being a member. Oh my gosh. Uh, uh, uh. Hold on. Who? Oh no, you got the wrong number. Uh. Somebody playing on my phone. All right, y'all. I'm about to get on up out of here. Yes. Listen, that teacher voice will come in a minute. Y'all, wouldn't this be a Kim we need to see? See there? That's my cue. That is my cue. My phone is about to die. My phone is about to die, y'all, for real. Okay? About to die. Oh, yeah, yeah. He loves me. He absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Okay, editing takes a lot. I need me a high school kid. Yeah. Yeah, the only problem is you have to give them access to your channel. All right, guys. Positive T, thank you for being in here. So glad to have you in the building. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. People are speaking. I appreciate you, Geraldine. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Geraldine. I appreciate you so, so much for the gift as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so, so much. Let me see. Let me see. Let me get back over here to the comments. I appreciate you so, so much. I was trying to get my little claps to say thank you. It might take me another hour to find it. Oh my gosh. Uh, uh, uh. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all for being here. Mm-mm-mm. Listen, I love to teach. I tell the teachers all the time. I like to teach. I just don't want to do the lesson plans. I don't want to do the grades. I don't want to do none of that. But listen, I can teach the heck out of your class. Now I can do that. Every day is a new beginning. That's right. I love y'all so, so much. I thank y'all for being here. Low carb journey, low carb life with your low carb queen. And remember, every single day is a new beginning. Bye bye. Yes, indeed. Thank y'all. Thank you to all my new members. I appreciate y'all